record-breaking crowd of 12,000 flocked to Central Coast Stadium hoping to see a crowning moment for the Seaside club. The Mariners were standing tall, and for good reason. Unbeaten in 7 matches, victory over Melbourne would virtually secure a place in the top 4. Striker Stuart Petrie returned to the Mariners starting 11 after Adam Kwasnik was ruled out with a knee injury. Dean Heffernan slotted in at left-back after overcoming a groin strain. His recall saw Matthew Osman drop to the bench. For Melbourne, former Austrian international Richard Kitzbichler recovered from a hamstring injury to join Danny Allsop up front. His return relegated Vince Leah to the bench. Defender Ramazan Tavsancioglu made way for Simon Story at left-back. Calling the match at Central Coast Stadium was Neil Evans and Robbie Slater.
Now Pirakowski. Just showed a little bit there to Damien Brown. Now Ferrante. Tries to cut back inside Michael Beecham. Great run, Ferrante! And what a goal for Michael Ferrante, finally! He breaks through and gets on the goal-scoring sheet, and the Victory have the lead.
It's a wonderful finish. It's a quick throw-in. They'll be disappointed with that. Fell asleep, Central Coast. Haven't seen many players come inside Beecham like this. Hits it with his left foot. Vukovic gets a touch. It can't prevent it from going into the net. Good positive run for Ferrante.
As the ball comes in, away by Clays. Blocking the box, they appeal for handball.
The ball came in from the free kick and it fell nicely. The rebound to Stuart Petrie. Took it on the volley. Seems a bit harsh maybe from first glance.
Tension around the stadium. The whistle goes. And saved by Theoklitos.
Oh, that's a great save. That's an absolutely magnificent save from Theoklitos. Well, you won't see a better save this season. Petrie, low and hard to Theoklitos' right. It's not a bad penalty, but he stretches, guesses the right way.
Spencer, right through around Theoklitos, and all of a sudden, we're back at 1-1.
It's just lifted over the top. He's allowed to run. Theoklitos comes out into no man's land. And in the end, one touch around the keeper and into an empty net. And he hasn't scored for a while, Noel Spencer. But he's back at a most important time. It's a nice little ball from Damien Brown, but the defending, you'd have to say, has been poor.
Well, Melbourne trying to cause trouble on the edge of the Mariners box. Mentalides on by Ferrante, running through now is Allsop. Back comes Clark. Allsop for Melbourne. And Vukovic comes up big.
Clark coming back, he goes outside of him with the inside of his foot. He goes for power, Allsop. Clark gets back left inside of the foot and he blasts it.
Here's Noel Spencer chipping away at his heels with Jeffrey Clays, who goes into the referee's book.
Clays will get himself sent off. And he's going to get in big trouble here, Clays. He's all fired up. It was a definite foul.
We gave Kevin Muscat a nice don't argue. Says, first time I've done it, Clay says, the former Belgian international.
And it's not the best way to be talking to referees when you've just been given a yellow card.
It's Petrie into the wall. Back it comes. Here's Spencer. Fires the shot, Spencer! Right underneath the Theoklitos. And the Mariners now have their nose in front.
Good strike from Noel Spencer, but Theoklitos will be very disappointed. Came off the wall. Played in by Petrie. That's a near post. That's poor goalkeeping. Has to go down as a mistake. Not having the best time of it lately, Theoklitos.
Theoklitos came out. Spencer is there. Heffernan! Well, would you believe it? The Central Coast, a goal down. I'm now staring at the finals, 3-1.
Well, it's another set piece, and they just don't deal with it. Theoklitos comes to the near post. Chance there to clear it. I think it was Pantelides that fell nicely to Heffernan. A lot of bodies in front of him. Can't blame Theoklitos for this one.
All season, even with the crowds of 6,000 and 7,000, have been fantastic. But the night, they were brilliant. They're all out there in the yellow. It's taken a wee while to get going up here, but they're certainly getting behind the team. And it's not just football people; it's just people on the coast are getting behind us, and it's fantastic.
Overall, our performances really need to have a bit of finish about them, and we need to finish next week and hopefully build for something next year.